we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Landover. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to get going, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Herbert now on 1st down. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
Pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
On play action, Daniels. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
51 yards, the gain on the play. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he will score. Corey Horton. Touchdown Washington. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready.
This drive will start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Herbert on the run to the right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. It's Jalen Phillips getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. Pass caught left side by Fan. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
1st down, Chargers.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. Let's go. Hey, Black 8. Let's go. Hey, go Lion. 5-9. Bayless, reel it.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. Look, great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Herbert to the air again. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Herbert to the air again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Herbert moving left, going for it all. That's It's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trey Amos.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton.
Complete to Torrey Horton. Out of bounds at his own 6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Looking middle, and there is Horton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Left side, that is caught by Horton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. No street. Let go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey. Riggs.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
First down.
Hey, check that. Street.
32-yard line.
Check match. Pass the 60.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Next, three, back to 80. Ready.
Running is Jacobs. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Third and goal. It's Daniel. To the goal line and in. Harry Warren. Touchdown, Commander.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders 14, Chargers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 35.
It's second down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. And the Chargers have the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Herbert. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Makes it third and 7.
Let's go. Taylor tight. 5'9", 59.
Here's Herbert. Moving to his right. On the move past the 40. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Throwing, Herbert. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Moving outside the pocket, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Chargers, first down.
Baylor, 5-9, 5-9.
At the 20-yard line.
Hey, count. Hey, Ray. 21. Crowd right.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. There's Fant open right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw, it's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Exiting the pocket right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Noah Fant. Touchdown Chargers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for
throwing now is Herbert. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Third and a yard. It's Daniel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Ram. Hey, don't lie. Go. Hey, easy. Go.
Herbert now on first down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something.
And he's in! Matt McConkey! Touchdown, L.A. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it. He does the
He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
Ready, set. Here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
On first down, Daniel. Flush to his right. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down.
Ready, break. Warriors 70. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll throw with Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go 80. 19 Llzaire.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Get this complete to Horton. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Seven Pirates. Hurt. 18 Rattler.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Cade York to kick off.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Check, Panther.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
70
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Go street.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Daniels to throw on second down. He finds Austin with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Brings up third.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Street. Cougar 19. Riggs. 19 tight. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Daniels gonna throw again. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
Trap 60. Come on. Gravity Lion.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. They'll come up here first and 10.
Check, Matt. Let's go.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Brings up second and
8.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Viking 18, Dragon 60.
Here's Daniels. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The return team going to let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Run! Let's go.
On 1st down, Herbert. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Herbert now on 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Go. 380. Home to right. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
21. Lion. Ray. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Hey, Catholic.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Baylor Tiger. Home to right. Go.
Herbert forced to his right. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line. And not only did they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Lad McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
What a big call there. It's 4th down. A field goal gives you the lead, but they clearly want more. Mike, we see so many teams going more towards the 4th down, keep the offense on the field. 3 points don't get you the win. And this shows so much confidence in this offense by this coaching staff.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, Ram.
Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Washington.
Cavity Ranger.
Now Daniels. He'll get this out to the left flat. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Back to 50. Nation, drop 50. Drop 50. 19 Lions.
To the air again is Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's into the end zone. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
5'9", 5'9".
Throwing on first down is Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Let's go.
On play action, now Herbert. Pass caught left side by Fant. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Now Herbert again. Rolling right. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Ram.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Shaheed with the catch. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Vlad McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win? I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, right.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Hawk 70. 19 Lions.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready, go street. 1918. Dragon 60. Go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Upward, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Throwing again. Daniel. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's going to be caught. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Catholic, 21. Set. Go. Well, hey, Ray. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
380. Baylor tight. Go. Hey, go Lion.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Set. 380. Ready.
Throwing again, Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Let's go. Set.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Let's go. 59. Home troops right. 5-9.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught at 2. And he will score again. McConkey, touchdown Chargers. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Commanders 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Get it. Liking 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
That was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Hey, Catholic. Set.
On 1st down, Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
DJ Johnson. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On the ball.
Now on 2nd and long.
70. 70 range.
To throw is Daniels. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
Gain of 26 yards.
All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniel. Looking middle, and there is Horton. They come up for 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Daniel.
33-yard line.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Play is a turnover on down.
380. Set.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.